Yo guys, what's going on? Jubiology today, and today I'm just going to show you through my song Revival. It's in the project right now. I'm just going to run through what synth I've used. I know not many people care on this channel, but I might post it on the AbSynth channel too. So I'm just going to jump into it. I'll start from the start, and yeah, we'll just get through it. I'll try to get through as quick as I can. But yeah, starting off with let's have a look. What this actually is, I'll turn this off. What this actually is the melody, so I'll play this through. And you'll recognise that from the actual drop sound, but I just looped it a couple times to give it that more fuller vibe, along with a kick as well. Like, that sounds full already, but when you put it all together, like the kick alone is quite heavy, but I also added a top kick and a deep kick to give it all that lower, so you put it all together, you get, I mean, 4 layers already. That kind of just puts it all together in perspective, to be honest. I mean, 4 layers fills up, and then all you need is this here. Let's move on to this. This is just, and then what I did was I just put 3 more, so I used the first loop of the last thing, and this also is a vocal, which is the vocal I used for the drop, but I quieted it down, put a cut off on it, so it's more just, I don't know how to describe it, it's more just compressed. And in the second loop here, I just added some kick, the snare, so look, hi-hat, kick. Oh, I think that's a snare actually. That's a snare, it does sound like a snare. Upriser, and yes. You don't really hear the upriser much, and then this bit comes out of nowhere. The mouse is, that just comes out of nowhere. But this melody is from Nexus itself. Not much has been done to it at all. All it is, hang on, try to open it. Oh, twat. Come back. All this melody is a lead called I think it's Ethno lead. Ethno lead, yes. But it's quite pitched high quiet. Oh, let's have a look. Yeah. I'm making this, I don't really remember how I made it. I put it in E. I've never used a song in E before. And I normally just go something like this. But then I thought, I'll mix it up, I'll go up and down, because like E's up here, you know, and then I went down 2, down, it didn't sound right, so, and then down 2 again, and then that's where you get the E from. And I don't know, I never normally make melodies like this, but it happened. So down lifter, up here it goes, I use this again, this snare. And here I use a lower pitch one. It's the same lead, just not as high, look. But I also have it with that. So if you take it out, it's just... Up top I've got some chords. These are just another pad from Nexus. I use everything straight from Nexus. I don't really like messing around with Nexus, it's quite good. This is what I did here, is I took these 2 first notes, like this. Took these 2 here where I'm circling, made them fade out, highlighted that, exported it and brought it back in to make this. And then I reversed it to get, and you can hear it. I didn't put many impacts on here because it's not really much of an impact like this. Like, that's a lot of impact. So if I have it kind of building up. That's kind of breaking up because I'm recording. But synth-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 synths making that up. Chords. I always have a choir and everything. It's kind of, what's this? This is, and then some Nexus again. Nexus is quite good for background sounds. Always has some sub bass as well. You have to do it quite loud to hear this bit actually. And then some chords, usual. For these chords I use the same chords as the choir ones, but what I did is I used each note as it would be played. So as this one goes duh duh duh, it goes duh duh duh, if you get me. Like it comes out of this, goes into a build up. I kind of want it to be really heavy from here. In fact, from here I did a same melody, a few kicks. Like that's just heavy, like it's full on heavy. Like it was heavy with that, but when you add that, that's when you really get the punch. And I kept this going here when it comes out. So imagine this without it. It's not as heavy. Towards the end, just coming up to build up. Let's have a look. Got a lot of reverb on these to keep them like holding the song together. The drop melody, it's playing like this because it's cut off and it slowly comes in. It's very deep. This is made from 4 synths. Synths are quite low, but I had one quite high up to keep it like, I don't know how you say it, keep it full without sounding too quiet. I have the vocals from the start again. What I did from this is I downloaded a vocal shout pack, but it won't let me download the video, so I just downloaded the MP3, and it came in a long chain, and all I did is cut the vocal out of what it does. I think there's about 70 vocals in it. It took quite a while, and I found the vocal I wanted, which was drop it like that, whatever. Yeah, I found that one. Pitched it down a bit to be a bit more big room, had a higher version. I don't really use this bit, I kind of cut it out, but now I keep the melody playing. And here I also had that again, which is the first note of the drop, had it reversed. And then you get it, it comes up. Not yet. Right, in the drop we have, in fact I'll play the whole drop without the actual melody in it, so. So as you can hear, I have a top kick on this layer, a heavy deep kick to give it that big bassy vibe. Up top here we have, this is just white noise, sub bass and a sound. Let's have a look. That's a sound. That's some really deep, and then there's a white noise. And then all together you get the... And the sub bass really helps a lot by keeping the song a bit more fuller. But yeah, the thing is with big room is everything's got to be very... It doesn't really flow, it's more hard hitting. Everything's got to be deep, low, like. So I'll play the drop for you now. What I did with this is, the reason I had this is because if you take it out, I don't know, it sounds like the melody doesn't connect to the drop, like it sounds like a different song just from this synth tail. So there we go. See, it just comes out of nowhere and I didn't really like it, so what I did is I just add it there just to keep filling it up. In my opinion, I think it sounds a lot better, but yeah, I have stabs here. It says it's played in E, but because the actual melody is played in D major, D sharp, I don't have a clue what it is, to be honest. Pitched it up to be D, so it sounds like... I'll play the drop just fully for it. Here I have the piano of the back end of the thing, like this is the whole thing. And I just use the back end really to keep it, I don't know, just a bit of variation. Down here, I think I just got some snares and some kick, hi-hats and kicks, just to keep it more... Like I told you, everything's got to be tight and quite low bass. Like nothing's really faded, everything's got to be really reverb. Coming towards the end of here, we've pretty much got the same again, just the same. It comes back into a melody again. I think I use different chords. No, I use the same chord, same sound. Sounds a bit lazy, but it kind of worked. To the next build-up, right, this build-up, like all this bit here, from here to here is the same as the melody from back there. But once it gets to about here, it shows a different build-up, because most of my songs have like the same build-up. It's like the same song from the drop to the finish twice, copy and pasted. So what I did is I took the last 3 notes of the melody, and it took a while, but I pitched them all the way up to come into a drop. In fact, I got the pitch notes right here. Like, bear in mind, this is for each and every silent, each and every... it does pitch up, like as you can see. It's really awkward because it kept making one continuous sound, and I didn't like it. Let's turn these. So I'll play them for you. So it comes out of the melody. I'll turn these on. Wow, bro. Along with the same build-up, but instead of having just didn't hide that in the background. So again, all this build-up is the same, but again, it's just a drop. Everything's the same there, but then on the second part of the drop, to give it a bit of variation from the first drop, I added a higher version. It's a higher version of this. All it again is one, I think it's just 1 octave higher. Oh no, yeah, it's 1 octave higher. I also added in, I think I added in the piano as well. Oh no, I did that back from the start that was in the thing. And I also added this layer here, which is, I like the way it slides. It's just a clean slide, clean sound. This is that there was the same sound as what's in here. This like whiny sound. I pitched it down again, wow, like that. So again, it's just net there. I think I'll show you. It pitches very well. Like that, it just like slides up and down quite well. So I thought I'd keep that. I EQ'd that to make it sound a lot more cleaner. So again, here you go. Like, it's not too loud that it takes over the track, but it's there to make it sound a bit different from the first one. Instead of just ending the song after two octaves as well, I did it again, but this time it's this layer here. Flipped it so it went back up way, along with this, along with the piano, and I just brought everything together for the last one to make it as powerful as possible. I brought the stabs back, and yeah, it turned out quite well. And again, I also added this. Can't hear it at all, but it's there. It just brings everything together. Pattern 24 and pattern 25 here have the same notes, exactly the same, but I couldn't bother using an automation clip, so I just created a second one and just turned the volume down, so it sounds the same, but when it comes out of the drop it's quiet. So it just carries on from the drop, so it doesn't sound like it's just come out of the drop and it's stopped dead back to the start. Gives it a bit of continuation, if you get me. And I have the vocal again. And then this bit here keeps it the same, but it rises. Instead of pitching it, I thought I'd just rise it myself. And I thought, I'll bring that down. The only thing that I had a problem with when making this, which kind of annoyed me, is these gaps here. It kind of makes a little tick sound. Oh, hang on. Like that little tick there. But when you put it in the song, you don't hear it at all, so it didn't really bother me. Quieting that down also. And it's kind of fades the song out, and then the last one I had an impact to finish it. A lot of echoes on the thing. A lot of echo is on, no, reverb is on, hang on, let's have a look. Because this has got a lot of reverb on it, oh shit. Because that's got, when the song finishes, I don't need an impact there, that just kind of finishes it out. Like, it still keeps going. Like, normally what I do is I normally put a sweep on the end, which kind of, I don't know, it's kind of cliche of a song, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't sound natural, it doesn't sound like the song belongs in the song, so let's kept as that. And like, normally people listen to the end of a song, but I thought, you know, as end of song, so I put all my time and effort into this one. Let's have a look at automation clips. Automation clips here, they're just the fruity effect to make a high pass filter of the whole thing. As it comes down from here, you can hear from here, it comes down from a high pass just back to normal. Like that's not even, like none of these alone are high pass, it's just on the master chain itself. Just this low frequency is for the drop sound. Yeah, it's the drop. I kept it all the way through. These pitch envelopes again for over here, pitching, volume. Let's have a look what this volume's for. It'll be for, you know, actually I have no idea what it's for, but it's there for a reason. Pitch envelope again is just the same. These here are the vocal, you know, they're the vocal envelopes. So I change this, like if I have this really high layer. Well, I didn't like it, so I just kept it. But as a whole, yeah, it seems like a I'll quickly show you the master chain, what's on all of them, but it's not really much. Let's have a look what this sound is. That's that sound. But yeah, I mean that's all of it. Like these are all kept down. I'll just quickly go through them. I don't know which of each. I'm guessing that's the drop sound because it's got most on it. Don't know what that is. Kickstart, sausage fattener. Not a clue again. I know that for a fact that this one's a sub bass. I use the Booster Kids Get Ready as I always make a drop and I use an existing song to kind of have a build up ready from it to get a feel for the song. So that's why that's on 11. The snare, it tells you what they are. Top kick. I kept the top kick quite high so you can really hear the toppy punch of the drop nails. If you get me, hang on. Like, that high top kick, I need, you know, like, keep that in. If you check that out, I don't know why it just doesn't sound as, I don't know, it just adds a bit more to it, which I kind of like. But I'll zoom out now. Yeah guys, that's the song Revival by AbSynth. I'll link the description. I'll put a link in the description to the SoundCloud page where the song actually is. I won't begin the FLP out because to be honest I don't even know how to do it. But yeah, that's Revival by AbSynth. Be sure to check out Reeg's channel and the AbSynth YouTube channel, which this is going on, and it's also what the song's posted on. And Reeg is also the other half of AbSynth, but we've got someone talking now, so can't be asked cutting this bit out. But yeah guys, that's again Revival, AbSynth. Check out the channel, check out SoundCloud, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, the JBL, and be sure to subscribe to Regan's channel, the Reegs, and be sure to subscribe to Ben's channel, or Graham's channel, which is another guy. He's part of AbSynth too. He's more the manager wise, but yeah, be sure to subscribe to him. That's me out. JBL, peace.